Hello, hello, gang. I'm calling you after I just left a little bonfire. It's currently 10 p.m. If you don't know me, my name is Liam. On the way to wealth and riches, okay? So thanks for hopping on. I talk about business and philosophize about life a little bit sometimes as well. Right now, what I'm talking about is how sometimes you take life really, really seriously when you're trying to achieve something that is beyond mediocrity, I guess you could say. If you're trying to get rich, you're doing something that not a lot of people are doing, okay? And I read Shoe Dog by Phil Knight. It's basically a book about how Phil Knight created Nike. And a lot of times, he was just a doer, you know? He would just do shit. He's just a classic entrepreneur who just was such a doer that he just got things done. One thing he talks about in the book is he would party pretty hard. I mean, he would drink and he used that to disconnect. I don't really agree with that, but I think there's more than one way to skin a cat. And I'm always experimenting with things, not experimenting with lethal drugs, but I experiment with what works for me. And I don't know, I'm fully aware that who I'm around heavily influences who I become and who I am. And so I'm very selective with who I choose to spend my time with. And I think I don't want to sound like a psychopath. I'm not a rude person. If you're cool, you're cool. But I feel like you got to have some sort of drive, at least for me to connect with you. I don't know. I don't fully connect with people who only do things for the sake of it being fun. And I don't know. I don't fully connect with people who just go to bars all the time. Like, I like hanging out with people. I like working out with people, doing stuff. Tonight, sat by the bonfire, had a little cigar, and just talked with some buddies. And what I think is interesting is that when you talk to other people that aren't necessarily going after being fucking rich and that's what they revolve their whole life around, it's refreshing to be around that sense of playfulness and just fun, and there's not such a sense of urgency and worry about everything. It's fun to be around people like that, and they're still kids, you know? But me, I'm always thinking so far ahead that I feel like a lot of times I don't really ever disconnect. And if you can relate to that, then you're on the right channel, you know? People talk about a point where you're in between being like everyone else and you don't fit in with everyone else fully, like your old friend group, because they don't want to do the basic things you want to do, like go to the gym, go to jiu-jitsu, build businesses, sell stuff, experiment, read. I don't know. That's all the things I like doing, and I don't know a lot of people that like doing that, which is understandable. But I know I'll find a group of people like that, and it'll be a lot of fun. But there also is just a human connection with people that's normal to have. And I have that. And it's refreshing to be around them and just be like, yeah, we're humans, you know? Sometimes we got to disconnect a little bit and just chat and joke around. And I feel like I don't get that enough. I'm always hyper analyzing everything and wondering if it's moving me towards my goal. And I don't know, bro. It can stress you out a lot. And I'm so hyped for when I can get a little breathing room. When things start to click and all the work that I put in will actually pay off a little bit, and I see the fruits of the labor that I've been putting in. I don't know. I just feel like it'll be I know this might be a delusion, but I feel like it'll be enough for me to take a step back and enjoy things, because I feel like at the beginning, you've got to shut out everything, and all you can think about is what will life be like once I get the money that I want? Because sure, it's money. I've conceptualized that I'm going to feel the same things. I'm still going to not want to go and do appointments. I'm not going to want to necessarily, I'm not going to be excited to work on my business 24/7, you know? That's perfectly normal to realize that, and it's true. Work is work. There's no such thing as free lunch. But I feel like there's going to be a sense of relief when I've got $100,000 in the bank account. I mean, I feel like the control and the sense of security will release a ton of stress for me. But as of right now, I'm like, okay, I'm still nothing. You know what I mean? I'm like, what else can I do right now to speed this up a little bit? If you relate to that, I'd love to know. But I do feel blessed that I have a sense of urgency and the ability to think a little bigger, you know? 'Cause I was just talking with this dude. We'll call him Jay. And he's talking about he can't wait to make, like, if he has 50 racks before he's 60, he's gonna be hyped. And I was like, come on, bro. I sit in this Honda CRV, and daily I try to get myself in the mindset of thinking this is the Supra that I want. I was driving over a bridge today. The sunset was insane. The music was perfect. And I was just visualizing it. I was like feeling the steering wheel, pretending I was shifting the gears, pretending my dad was next to me and he was proud of me or whatever. I mean, that might sound cringe, but I don't care. That's how I feel. And the visualization plus the emotion is real. I feel like you have to visualize it, have some emotion, and keep that in your mind, because you can get away from it. But when you think about something all the time, you're putting energy into it. And I believe that the universe has a way of making things come to life when you do that. Just facts, bro. Straight facts. And I just read all these books, do all this stuff, and I enjoy it, honestly. I wouldn't want it any other way. But being around people just makes you wonder. And now I'm so deep in, I'm getting closer and closer, and it's an extremely fun process. And I hope everyone can feel that sense of purpose sometime. Because it really is special to have a really big goal in mind and actually work towards it. Because I know once I get 100 bands, wait, no, not 100. 100 bands, 100,000, yeah. Sorry, math is horrible still for me. Going back to college on Monday, so I think I'll be in calculus or something like that. Applied calculus, whatever. My math skills will sharpen up. But anyways, it's so, I think this journey is what I'm going to remember, and this is going to be the time that I'm going to be like, wow, that was so fun, man. Because I know once I get all this shit, my life's going to be totally different. Yeah, it's what I want. But I know right now is special in its own way, you know? And I'm grateful for all of this stuff. I really am hyped. I'm really hyped, but I'm also really grateful for all the stuff that I have right now. My parents aren't assholes. My parents support me. They probably don't think I'm going to do all the things that I say I'm going to do, because there's no reason for them to believe it. But I'm doing it, All right, I'm working. I'm behind the scenes doing stuff, and I'm sacrificing. Every day I know I'm sacrificing. But it's not, it turns into something that's not even a sacrifice. Not going out for me is not a sacrifice. It's what I want to do. I want to go home. I want to sleep early, wake up, and work. Work is not really work, to be honest, man. I can't distract myself. I really can't. In the back of my mind, everything I do is just like, okay, once this is over, what am I gonna have to do? But this was a late night talk. I hope someone out there relates to this video, and I hope it helps you to know someone else is in the same boat. And if you are, let me know. I'd love to chat. I love talking about this kind of stuff. That's why I have this channel. So thanks again, and have a great night. Have a great week. Have a great month. Let's go, bro. Peace.